Hello there everyone, this is Mechwarrior and welcome back to the great big giant stompy robot simulator. That is of course Mechwarrior Online. Oh yes. For today's walk we're taking one of our mediums out of the shed in the form of this Uziel, or the Belial variant I think it is. Or it was just BE. The UZL-BE. I'm fairly sure this is the Belial, but I keep forgetting the unique variant names. So, what do you know? Something else I keep forgetting in this game. Shocker, I know. But yes, we've got another mixed performance unit for review today. So, let's see what I've done to this beast. You can already tell it's pretty heavily armed. So, Mech Lab, here we come. Right, let's do this in the proper order. In quotation marks there. There is no right or wrong order, it just seems to be the way I tend to do it. So, in terms of the basic chassis, we have got an endo-steel structure with double heat sinks as a featured upgrade and ferro-fibrous armor. So this thing is a high-tech frame. Yes, indeed. We have a power plant of an XL300 rated engine. So this thing is, again, a very high-tech example of the breed. And this propels it to a massive 97.2 kilometers per hour. For a medium mech, this is absolutely blazing along. Well, it's not even... Well, for a medium mech, this thing is almost... This thing is on the edge of being classed as a heavy mech. If it was 10 tons heavier, it would be a heavy. But, yeah. So we've got a heavier end medium mech doing almost 100 kilometers an hour. I would add without a speed tweak either. If we speed tweak this thing, it might actually break 100. That's just a little bit nuts. So this is a very high mobility version. Yes, indeed. In terms of weapons, it features a balanced loadout, so kind of like the Panther that featured yesterday. We have in the arms a quartet of ER medium lasers, so we got a rather nasty pinpoint accuracy punch out to medium range. And then backing that up, we've got the area saturation attack, which comes in the form of 2 MRM-20s, and these are fed by a whopping 4 tons of ammunition. So this thing can carry plenty of boom. Yes, indeed. Then lastly, in terms of supporting equipment, we have a pair of double heatsinks strapped into the engine itself for extra cooling effect, which gives it an overall heat management rating of 1.25 out of 2, so pretty good. And then, oddly enough, we've actually got a jump jet in here as well. That will help a little bit in terms of helping this thing get up hills or little ridges in the ground without losing speed. It's not very much though, it's only got 10.5 meters jump distance. So don't expect things to be jumping up skyscrapers or things like that. Just a little bit of jump to help it move around because it doesn't need any extra ammo. It's not got slots for any extra weaponry. It's doesn't especially need any extra armor. I mean, it's a little bit light on armor in the legs, I've got to admit to that, but you know, it's a ton. It could probably max out the armor and still have a few bits left over. So nothing spectacular, I must admit. But, you know, there's not much else that's needed, not especially. So a little bit of jump might help in certain situations, provided I remember that it's actually got that. That's the problem. If I don't tend to use something, I tend to forget it's there. I don't use jump jets at all, so when I do have a mech with jump jets, I normally forget about it. But there we go. We got a fairly balanced loadout for operations today. Yes, indeed. And of course, it looks kind of odd in its teal, black, and copper paint scheme. But hey, that's what I've decided to use for my heroes. So, yeah. Looks kind of scary actually when you look around the cockpit. Look at all those black teeth and orange beady little eyes. Okay, let's enough of that. Let's actually take this thing out into the battles. So yes, roll on match number 1.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Fleet command coming in. Capture the target area and engage any hostiles.
Okay, here we go. Welcome one and all to HPG Manifold, one of the firm favourite matches maps. Yes, that's the word. Maps for, well, the community of this game. They tend to really like this one. That's just doing test firing. That's fine. I need to just make sure that my lasers are properly configured, because sometimes the game is a little tricky that way. I don't think that I've got any problems, but yep, that is correct. Okay, good. Right, I just wanted to double check that because, of course, this is still on Uziel. So the arm mounts are incredibly wide compared to the body of the mech, and that can cause problems sometimes. So it's best to be aware and be ready, so that I can just fire off one arm when I need it, and ignore the other one, because it will sometimes have a blocked line of fire.
Target acquired.
Yep, that guy's up there with an oop.
Target spotted.
Jump. And just use my jump jets to prevent my legs from taking damage. I actually remembered I've got jump jets. Wow. Who am I and where is the real Iron Mark III? I have no idea. I just mugged him and left him in a closet somewhere. He doesn't use jump jets at all. No, 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 no. But yeah, as you can see, it's the speed that makes this thing great. Let's turn the heat on. And there's someone over there. Yep, just glance him with a laser. We seem to be trying to take the high ground, but not really. A lot of our mechs just aren't poking. Also, I'm taking a bit of damage because I'm still a medium, and my armor is actually relatively light. So, ooh, hello. Hello there, King Crab. Oh. Gotta remember, my MRM mounts are actually pretty high on this mech, so they poke upwards. And as a result, as you saw, the entire salvo pretty much just flew into a piece of metal and didn't do anything. So, yeah. But the MRMs really are my anti-big boy weapons, while the lasers are more like my anti-lights and stuff like that. But the bright side, though, if I'm only fighting one weapon system, because they're both specialised in one area, then my mech's not really going to overload itself. I was actually firing my mediums there about as fast as I could fire them. And it was absolutely fine. It was saying, you're firing your medium lasers. Okay, cool. We're fine with that.
New target
Oh dear.
acquired.
And we got some flankers. Oh, he's got a massive SRM barrage. Oh dear.
Left arm critical damage.
I'm okay.
Medium laser destroyed.
Oh, no wait. My arm is still attached, but he's shredded out my components. And my leg's now a bit damaged as well. Yeah, that's the problem. That's actually another Uziel related problem. The Uziel's armor tends to be a bit on the thin side.
Right leg destroyed.
Ow!
MRM ammo destroyed.
And yeah, the Uziel really can't take much damage. They actually shredded my legs out. Wait, was that a piranha? Jost Genry. Right, Jost Genry. Can I check that? Or is it too early? Jost Genry. No, but yeah, I think I just got shredded by a piranha. Honestly, piranhas, since they first came out and the honeymoon period was over, we're not seeing them as often. Got to be honest there. We're not seeing them as often. But they have been turning up every once in a while and just making life unpleasant. So, flipping piranha with so many small weapon mounts. Oh.
Target spotted.
You know, I kind of regret not getting one of those. If there's one thing I like, it's a lot of DACA. But yeah, this is going to go on for a while, so... Oh well, we're going to have to call okay for that one. So... Yeah, this is just going to be a drawn-out firefight. Roll on match number 2. Yes, indeed. Interesting. Their target is a King Crab with ER lasers, an MRM-40 and a UAC-5. So that's a King Crab that really focused on a lot of lighter laser weaponry. Interesting. I do like seeing the builds sometimes. Still though, I do prefer my new Kaiju that I showed last time, because it is just devastating alpha strike potential. So good. So very good. Anyway, I just wanted to catch the end screen. So, yep, 7 actual kill assists, so that was the lasers and the MRMs coming to play. 167 damage dealt, which is fairly reasonable. No outright kills. Yeah, that was I may have died in that one, but that was definitely a fair performance, though, I think. Anyway, yes, let's actually go on to match number 2 now. I just wanted to catch the end screen of that one.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Okay, here we go. Welcome to match number 2. This is Terra Therma, the hot volcano map. And the game mode is Assault, so look at those burning footprints being left behind by the Timberwolf. Truly, that thing is the creation of the devil. Or so many in the inner sphere would like to believe because of how dangerous it is. Oh well. But yes, welcome to match number 2. This one is going to be pretty good, I think, because there's a nice big map. I'm going to probably overheat if I start getting to a serious fight, because, you know, it's a really hot map as well. But on the bright side, I've got plenty of speed and I've got plenty of weaponry, so I'm a highly mobile mech. So that's why it's a bit better here. The only problem is, though, it's assault mode, so I'm going to have to get to a fight sooner or later. Part of me, though, has been thinking, like, when I was in the mech lab, I was going on about how I've got the jump jets because I don't really need it anywhere else. But then, promptly in the first match, I got legs, and by a piranha, and I think that linebacker was also going for my legs as well. So, well, actually the linebacker went for my arms too, but, you know, it was just like here, there, and everywhere, basically. But basically I was taken out by being legs, so maybe drop the jump jets, which gives me a ton of extra armor, and then use that to max out the legs. Because, of course, the Uziel, as I mentioned before, it doesn't have very good actual armor. It's got no bonuses to armor or structure, so, you know, it's not especially tough. It's also not got the best hitboxes. It's a fairly uniform profile for a lot of stuff as well. So it doesn't tend to weather too well against incoming attack.
Target acquired.
A blackjack. Multiple enemy mechs over there. That Raven is going to be in trouble if he goes alone. So I think I'm... Oh, hello.
New target acquired.
Yeah, I almost overloaded just from a couple of salvos. So, yeah, this map does not like heat. Unfortunately, there's multiple enemy mechs coming in behind there as well, so you've got to watch out. And the Raven is already retreating, so I am going to move out as well.
Heat level critical.
Yeah. I don't have enough cooling to actually properly fight on this map. So I'm going to have to rely on picking my targets and being very darn careful when I actually start using my weapon systems.
Target spotted.
Unloading your fucking back. Guys, behind us, Gulf 8, this blackjack.
Yeah, that's why me and the Raven withdrew from there.
I am the Raven.
New target acquired.
Okay, let's see if we can clean up this mess, though.
Missile.
There's a king crab heading this way, so hopefully we'll be alright. Just try and get in there and do something about it all. That blackjack looks like it's retreating a bit.
Oh, he's just leading us into a trap.
Most likely.
No, it's clear.
Heat level.
Yep, there goes my heat level again. Oh dear.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Thank you.
Solid kill. However, I have overheated.
Target spotted.
My engine is a bit battered right now. But on the bright side, I'm sticking near a king crab, so we've got plenty of.
Heat level critical.
Yep, I just have to watch out for my heat because seriously, this map is just that bad in terms of heat. Still, that dragon's been caught unawares, so there is that.
Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
But yeah, I'm just glad I have a middleweight
Yeah.
weapon complement. See it? We managed to frag that dragon. We just have to keep following up. The king crab, of course, is the meat of this.
Target acquired. Heat level critical.
Yeah, especially the lasers. And that was a bit of a lag spike.
Base is being captured.
Is it also at Foxtrot?
Alright, I think I want to head around this way, actually, just catch them in a bit of a crossfire. There was also that target that we pushed away. Probably going to try and come around this way as well.
Base is being captured.
But if I can... Oh, yes.
New target acquired.
That Stormcrow is very badly damaged. If I can solidly hit him...
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
Oh.
Base is being captured.
Okay, I want to back up. That's a Marauder. I can't take it. I can't take it on this side. Ow! That's why I didn't want to take it. Flipping Marauder. Ow! I cannot stand up to something like that. But the King Crab is pushing in, so I'm going to back him up.
Is being
Jeez.
captured. Base 25%
Yeah,
captured.
I'm going back. I'm going back.
I'm going back as well.
Good, good. So I'm pretty beat up.
I think probably the best thing I can do is try to help out because I am fast.
Base is being captured.
So actually no, our base is mostly okay. We've got two guys going back, so yeah, we can keep going.
Critical. Base is
I keep
being
overheating so badly.
Target spotted.
And I've overloaded. Come on, up, 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 move. Jolly good.
New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Okay, I shredded his torso. Ow. And I'm down again. This mech does not like dense firefighting
Heat level critical.
or
Target
hot maps.
Target destroyed.
Okay, that's good. There's multiple enemies left though.
Target
Ooh.
acquired.
There's that Marauder that chased me off last time, and is dead very rapidly.
Is that flipping Raven left?
It's in box 7.
Target acquired.
I have a lock on it.
Target spotted.
Good luck with that.
Problem is I can't keep up with it.
I can jam him, but he's getting away from me.
Yeah, dear. Keep going, Scoot. I'm right behind you.
Roger.
I can almost keep up with Scoot. I just can't keep up with the enemy Raven. The enemy Raven is a sniper fit. Yeah,
His
so
leg.
excellent. Let's get him.
Maybe it was his arm.
There's a
Your
slight
pen.
difference there.
Sorry,
Yeah, he's running it. That was his arm.
Enemy base is being
Sorry,
captured.
bit drunk.
No worries.
Heat level critical.
One of his legs is almost gone though. Yep, there he goes. He's legged. Oh, we've got him. We've got him.
Heat level critical.
Yeah, good one. Good one, guys.
Good game, everyone.
Yeah, you too.
That was a solid one, but
Bye.
I was actually working for a team for once. Oh wow, really? 2 killing blows, 9 assists, 1 kill, dose damage dealt, 486 damage done. And I was using my mobility more on that one. I was overheating a lot, but I was also pumping out the damage as fast as my mech could cope with. Actually, faster than my mech could cope with because it kept overheating. I don't know. There's still that ton of free space, but the problem now is slots. I really like the weapon loadout. The speed is great for what we've got on it. So this is a very flexible loadout on this Uziel. I like it, and so I'm going to keep it. The only question is the jump jets. I barely use those. And the moment I stopped thinking about it and focused on the actual fight, I actually stopped using the jump jets completely. I mean, I used it right at the start of the match, but I wasn't using it later on. I had no ammunition issues. I just don't have the slots to fit an extra heatsink. I need 2 more slots to, as well as taking out something to get a heatsink. What would a light ferro conversion do? It would free up half a ton. What about standard conversion? So, no, it'll take away half a ton. A standard conversion will give me, like, a ton back, but that's far too many slots. I don't need that many. I think a light ferro conversion is the final bit of tweaking this design needs. I'll take out the jump jets. And with that... Actually, now we've got... You see the problem? I've just taken that out. We don't really need as much ammunition, I don't think. We didn't run into any problems with the ammo, so take out a little bit of ammo as well. And we'll transfer the rest of the center torso, actually, so that way if we lose a leg, it's not going to remove our ammunition. But then we can take that, we can fit an additional heatsink to help keep the mech a bit cooler. But now we've got all these extra slots we weren't using. We can add a tiny bit of... let's take a point off that. So there we go. 2 whole points for each leg. Yes! Woohoo! That's not much actually, but yeah. This mech is just not built to really take a pounding. It's a bit better, but we've still now got 6 slots free. But 1.29, better cooling. 307,000 C-bills for that extra conversion. It's no longer symmetrical, and it's no longer saying, ooh, you've maxed out the chassis. I've not. The problem is I just can't fit things in a better configuration, so... Still, a bit of extra cooling in return for the jump jets. I think that's a fair trade. Cooling will help us fight that much harder, and the jump jets is no big loss in my eyes because I wasn't using them. So, yeah, approved that. Fitting approved. I am happy with the configuration on this Belial. Though it's an Uziel, it's still going to be squishy. It's the cooling that I was really after. But yeah. With that, I'm going to call an end to this particular video. So, this has been Iron Mark 3. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the show. And I'll catch you all some other time. Yes, indeed. I'll see you all later.